want to look back on the Mesa again, and this nickel that gives you a potential date from a previous investigation. And the work you did after you got that date, specifically on images of the Mesa, I find that not only fascinating, but a little eerie.
Yeah, so, you know, had it not been for Chris Roberts telling us that this is a standard operating procedure for archaeologists, that if they do a dig, they put a coin from that year in the dig, so future archaeologists, they uncovered, they say, oh, there was a dig here in whenever. And so that's a lot of evidence that suggests there was an archaeological dig here in 1964.
Right.
So that gives us a date, 1964. Somebody was there in 1964. Eric and I have been looking at the archival aerial photos of this ranch. We went back and looked at all the archival data that we had, and we realized that we had a 1935, we had some 1940s and 50s, we had up to 1963. And then there's nothing until 1969. They had nothing from the years 1964 to 1968. And when we take the 1963 image and compare it to the 1969 image and put it through an artificial intelligence algorithm to measure variations in every pixel in the image. And the AI said the 1969 image has been altered. It suggested airbrushing. And there were pieces in the photo elsewhere that had higher resolution than the area of interest. And it says this image has clearly been, altered. Why? To what end, right?
And this doctoring of the photo, let's call it, happens right in the area where you are on the trail of this buried object and where you're extracting pieces like this ceramic piece and other metal fragments that could be related to spacecraft.
Yes.
That's kind of a big coincidence. So why are they covering up those photos? What did they do to the Mesa? What did they know possibly was in the Mesa?
I'll give you a slightly thriller level explanation. During this time frame, the mid-60s, we're in the height of the space race and the Cold War.
Sure.
Right? We were doing a lot of drop tests for re-entry vehicles, for manned space flight, how we're going to get them back from space, and also for nuclear warheads, re-entry vehicle protection, so that the warhead would get into the atmosphere and blow up where we needed it to.
Got it.
Now, what if this was a high-tech re-entry vehicle test? Somehow it got way off course, crashed on a private ranch into the Mesa. And then, of course, a team would have come and extracted all the parts and pieces. But what if it wasn't just a man-made re-entry vehicle? We know this time frame, the 60s, there was Project Grudge and Project Sign. Those were classified UFO programs. And what were they doing? Could there have been an incident, a UFO incident here that was a crash retrieval effort that was extracted and then covered up? Then had the property owners sign a non-disclosure to never talk about it, never say it happened. It would have had to been the Myers, because they're who owned the ranch in 1964, and they probably would have to have paid them off, but I don't see evidence of the payoff.
Well, one of the stories that's been told is that when the Shermans purchased the ranch from the Myers, they were told, bad things happen when you dig. It could be that we misinterpreted that. It could be bad things will happen to you if you dig. Leave it alone. Don't talk about it. Keep your mouth shut.
Less payoff, more threat, perhaps.
Yes, exactly. Because Mr. Myers was, by all accounts, very careful about not sharing this out in the public sphere. He seemed scared or very reserved about letting it get out with all these strange things that we see here.
Something happened here in 1964 to 1968, and for some reason the public-facing data has been altered so that we can't figure out what it is.